Now, a French soldier has been killed in Mali when his vehicle hit a landmine. He's the 15th French soldier to die there since Paris sent troops to Mali in 2013. His death highlighting continuing insecurity in the region. About 3,500 French soldiers are stationed in West Africa. In Mali, they're there, in fact, to help restore stability after that rebellion back in 2012 by ethnic Tuaregs that was later hijacked by jihadists linked to Al-Qaeda. But they don't have the manpower to control the Malian desert. Well, our team has been embedded with the French army and sent this focus report by Dorothy Aleric and Luke Schrager.
When tracking terrorists, speed is of the essence. If the military's intelligence is right, an armed group is hiding among the residents of this village. The troops have blocked each way out and are on alert in case of ambush. They've already stopped a suspect vehicle, a pickup truck of the kind popular with jihadists. The sergeant calls for reinforcements as he talks to a man who says he's close to a former rebel group.
Tell him it's strange, because this is an area the MNLA aren't allowed. It's a Mujao zone, not MNLA. So that means, are you really coming without weapons into your enemy's territory?
The French soldiers show little trust. Anyone at all could be a militant from an armed group or one of their supporters. They decide to search the truck for hidden weapons.
Move it to you.
Are you looking for a false bottom?
Exactly.
Not easy with goats.
No, not really. Come on, move.
One of the squad orders the man in black to stop where he is.
What are you doing here?
The man says he's a shepherd and was just crossing the village.
We need to check people coming and going to see they're not bringing in weapons or explosives.
The squad lets him go, but they've taken note of who he is. As the sun beats down, the troops move out on patrol. They need to be seen out on the ground that they're doing their job. They'll search every house.
We will track them right to the end. That's why we're here.
Do you feel like you're defending France like this?
For sure.
How?
While we're here, they're not coming to France.
The soldiers don't find the jihadists they're looking for this time. They likely fled before the squad arrived. However, the search continues in the Malian desert. Helicopters are used to open up the range. They fly, skimming the ground, and attempt to avoid any rocket launchers. There's room for 5 people on board, including a heavy machine gunner and a commando. On the ground, the French military operates in close unison with the Malian army. The French are bringing their expertise in anti-terror operations to the table. The Malians, their knowledge of the desert, local clans and traditions. The Malians use pickup trucks too, fitted with heavy weapons alongside their French allies. They'll be preparing for an attack together the next day. Small pieces of cardboard represent the armored vehicles.
At 3 in the morning, number 10 here starts moving in, and they filter in. That's the small track that leads to the big track.
With this kind of operation, the Malian forces, the FAMA, are always on the front line.
The objective is to harass them. The main thing I absolutely want to do is prevent them from crossing the border. If they do that, I don't have the FAMA with me, and they're highly mobile.
The Malians communicate with their base in Morse code. They don't use high-tech communications in the desert. Seeking the element of surprise, the operation starts at night. Armed groups aren't looking for a direct confrontation, and the French soldiers have to hunt them down wherever they're hiding. This is Kidal, one of the jihadists' former power bases. The French troops are patrolling it now in armoured vehicles. There's always danger. Just a few hours previously, a mine exploded, leaving a crater 3 meters across, exactly where the convoy was meant to pass.
For them, it's clearly the simplest way to operate. It might be cowardly, but it's the only way that might give them a chance to hit us.
Assault rifles at the ready, the squads moving carefully through the streets and alleys, ready to respond to any aggression. But it's not just about a show of force. They want to reassure the civilian population too. Over the last 2 years, Al-Qaeda's regional group has claimed more than 150 attacks in Mali. With French pressure unrelenting, it seems they may now be seeking an easier area to work from in a fragmented Libya to the northeast.